Now, how shall I kill you?
Like, is this even a surprise anymore? I managed to pull one on JP recently, and now, technically I wasn't the one that pulled him, it was on my account, so to quickly give you guys a rundown of what happened, I was summoning on the agility type banner to try to pull my final agility gold Goku dupe, and then I was talking to Slut Muffin. Big shout out to you, Slut Muffin. I will leave his Twitter in the description, hopefully. So, he just I was basically talking to him, and he was like, oh, okay, do you want me to summon your account? My luck has been pretty good recently, so I gave him my account, and he did 3 multi-summons, and he managed to pull Majin Vegeta on the last one. Was it 3 or 4? I believe it was the 4th one that was actually, the one that he pulled Majin Vegeta on. He wasn't going to do the 4th one, but because there were a few stones left over, he was like, well, might as well do one more, and managed to pull Majin Vegeta. So, big shout out to Slut Muffin. And that is my very first Majin Vegeta dupe, which is something that I definitely did not expect. But I definitely think this is just completely, like, something I'm just like bringing out of nowhere. But we need like a transcended LR or something, because they're definitely becoming a lot more common now. But for the just for the atmosphere, I suppose, or just to celebrate the Majin Vegeta pull, let's see if we can get something good from a single summon. Okay, before Majin Vegeta pull, Gold Goku dupe would be sick, because of course I am in need of my last one, and it was the main reason for summoning on his banner at all. And we get trash. So it took me quite a while to find out Majin Vegeta friend. Let's see what this team is capable of doing. Of course, I have gone over this in a previous video, that it kind of tends to struggle with key issues, like here and there, which is why I don't run Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, just because Shocking Speed, not Shocking Speed, well, yeah, Shocking Speed is a pretty bad link for this team. And granted, he does have Prepare for Battle, but when you have a unit like Majin Vegeta, it's just like, yeah, it just doesn't work. So it runs a lot better when you have a support unit like Gohan and play, because of course he does give the key to all your agility types. And then you have Super Saiyan God Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Ken, that give the over in the flash link, which of course is a free key link, and it just works out much better. You have Rose that gives the free key as well, so it just ends up being a better setup overall without implementing those Shocking Speed units. Granted, if you have someone like LR Goten and Trunks, it could maybe work slightly different, but because I don't own them on JP, and well, I do have Majin Vegeta now, but I don't have LR Goten and Trunks on Global, because of course they aren't out yet, which doesn't necessarily work that well. But who knows, maybe in the future I will be able to try out a setup like that. Again, Super Saiyan Blue Ken is slightly inferior to Super Saiyan Blue Goku when it comes to damage, but when you are running a team like this, it's just better to run him, because he does have that over in the flash link, and obviously extremely versatile link set, which clearly works out like extremely well with this team, and this should be enough to take him out of here. There we go. Now we are moving on to the next stage, which honestly we should be able to take out in his turn if we have the right setup, and honestly I would be very surprised if we don't take him out of here. Right, let's go with this. I mean, I kind of want to put Rose in the last slot, but we don't seem to be encountering too many issues with super attacks just yet. Of course, Gold Goku over in the flash, Shocking Speed. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. You know what I was about to say, right? Just, where is it? Where is it? Right, now we have Rose. Still one of my favorite units in the game. To be honest, not a big fan of the super attack animation. If they release a new Rose now, I definitely think that they would have made the super attack a bit different, but maybe soon. Maybe soon we will get something. Updated hero and villain leads, that'll be sick. Just a brand new LR Vegeta Blue and Rose, or just awaken them into an LRs from the current ones. Problem solved. It just solves so many issues, but it's kind of weird considering how Rose wasn't on the LR banner. Well, he does have a LR now, so I don't know. Maybe they will just make one for him in particular in the future. And there we go. Support from Gohan. So again, like, you don't encounter that many issues with this setup in particular, which is not a nice thing, but I got his 18 key super attack, which honestly isn't that great because it is the weaker of the two attacks, but it still hits hard, and they definitely had that in mind when they made the card. They were like, well, let's make this 12 key stronger because this 18 key is harder to get. Which is kind of dumb. I mean, if you're going to make this 18 key hard to get, at the very least make it stronger than the 12 key. But they kind of made up for the fact that it's hard to get the 12 key or the 18 key for making the 12 key stronger. So it's like, which is it? So you want to be aiming for the 12 key the majority of the time, which basically makes the 18 key kind of useless. Yeah. Right, Rose, and then Super Vegito. To be honest, I think I prefer the agility one. I don't know what it is, but they are both incredible units. The physical one obviously is better, but I just prefer the agility one. I don't know what it is. Like, the physical one's cool, but maybe it's because I haven't used him properly. Because he's at Super Attack 2, or whatever it is. Oh. Yeah, about that. So, is this Rip Margin Vegeta? Rip Margin Vegeta, for now anyway. Well, that came out as too much. Let's grab these. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to be focusing on him that much when it comes to the potential system. Of course, I will feed a dupe into the bottom right path and give him the crits and such, but it's not something I'm going to be prioritizing massively. And this team is just performing super well so far. Just look at how high his attack stat is, and he doesn't even have a rebirth yet. Damn, he's going to be so good on that Godly Power team, especially when Ultra Instinct Goku awakens. And when we get the inevitable rebirth / awakening, I have a feeling that the Super Saiyan God Gokus are going to awaken, or the remaining ones. Maybe we're going to get a new one. I'm going to get an awakening with the Ultra Instinct Goku Dokkan event, which is undoubtedly going to be coming alongside Jiren, most likely. During the final battle, which should be in around 3 months or so, because I believe that the arc ends in March, and it's currently December, so we have another 4 months or so. But that doesn't mean that all of those 4 months are going to be, you know, fighting episodes. The last few of the month of March could be just like the aftermath, essentially. Right. I think I mentioned this briefly before. It's kind of funny, not really, but my Goku can actually hit harder than Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken if you do not have the Fist Battle Link active. So that's something to take into account. It just shows you how superior the percentage boosts actually are over the stat tower increases. But you never know, you could get an Extreme Z Awakening in the future, which would be amazing. But I'm curious to see how frequently they actually do those, because doing them like every month I feel would be kind of slow, because that would be like, what, 12 units in a year, which isn't the worst thing by any means, but it would be cool to see more units get it over time, unless they are trying to keep those, or the Extreme Z Awakening like ability, so to speak, exclusive to certain units. I don't know, but it would be cool to see some of the weaker units get it. It would, like, just increase a batch for some of the weaker units, but make the overpowered ones, so to speak, like, not as frequent. I think that would work. Right, who has the higher defensive stat here? Modern Vegeta. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised, but here we go. And I'm actually going to use a Yema here just to survive. Obviously, I don't want to get absolutely demolished here. And then let's super attack with my own Modern Vegeta, who's at super attack 20. I think the only LRs that I don't have at super attack 20 is LR Frieza, Piccolo. I don't know, but there is definitely one more. Piccolo and LR Hercules. Just like, I'm never going to use him, so it's like, there is literally no point. LR Hercules is just bad. So, yeah, there's no point. Waste of Kai's. Unless you want to go all the way and completely awaken 2 for free, which I don't... Well, I say for free, it requires a ton of Zeddy, which definitely is not worth it. But we are going to take him out here. And I'm going to try to get the Dokkan mode with my other Vegeta, which I should be able to get, especially because I just grabbed a ton of agility orbs. And then we're just going to see how hard that's going to hit. Of course it gets super attacked. Am I going to die? Don't do this. Don't do this. Okay, I'm going to survive. Thanks to Super Vegito's wonderful tanking. There we go. Now we're moving on to the cooler stage. And new boss rush stage when? It's been a bit since we've had a new boss rush stage, and they have released so many events since then, or since the release of this, so it's like you have a ton of events to work with, unless you're planning on making a long one, like the one before this, which I would massively be opposed to. Low key gonna go over this, or high key gonna go over this. Ultimate attack. We get a Dokkan mode, we're Modern Vegeta, so it's a nice way to finish things off. God Goku, don't take him out. There we go. So Dokkan mode, 18 key super attack, final explosion, and God Goku just has to ruin everything. Yep. Is he? Yep, he's taken out, isn't he? Yep, of course he is taken out. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have LMR Vegeta. And if you do, what do you think of him? Personally, he's probably, I want to say he's one of my favorite LRs, but it's just kind of hard to, like, use him because not too many people, you know, have him as a lead. And the friend system is bad because there are so many leads. If there weren't so many leads, it wouldn't be bad, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day as always, and I will see you all in the next one.